Hey guys, Handsome Dave here. Today's review is going to be Oujia, or Ouija, however you want to say it, Origin of Evil. Now some of you may be looking at me already and being like, where's the costume? Where's the makeup? Today the review is a video that I couldn't do a costume or makeup for. It's a very silly movie, don't get me wrong, but it's something you don't want to mess with, okay? And I'll get into that a little bit later. It's more of a personal reason why. But anyhow, Ouija, it's a good movie. It's subtle. It's one of your few horror movies nowadays that it's supernatural, but it's not bloody and gory, and it's very disturbing. I'm sorry, let me take that back. It's not very disturbing. There was parts that were disturbing to me. And as I watch horror movies, I find that I'm weirded out by a couple things, especially nowadays. The one thing that gets to me in horror movies is, especially when it's a paranormal horror movie, is the blacked out mouths. You know, like you'll see a ghost and the mouth will be blacked out. Yeah. Like that, and I guarantee you I probably gave myself a couple jump scares while editing this too. But like that. A lot of horror movies nowadays are relying on those, and I don't know what it is, but every time I actually see that in a horror movie, my skin actually crawls. There was a couple scenes in the movie where you see something like that, and I actually couldn't sit still. I was like, it actually bothered me. And I don't know why. I don't know why that bothers me so much. Like the black eyes, the white eyes, possession eyes, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't bother me. Like contortion doesn't bother me. That really makes my skin crawl, and I can't figure out why, but it just does. So the scenes that had that definitely made me squirm a little bit. The ending is very confusing. They kind of go one route with it, and you're just like, okay, I can see where this is leading up to. It's a little not related to what the movie's supposed to be about, but okay, I can go with that. And then by the end of the movie, you're just like, ending's creepy, but what does that mean? I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense. So going back to why I'm not wearing a costume. Disclaimer before this video, the paranormal is something that we live with. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to sound like a complete crazy person when I say this, but I've just seen and experienced enough in my life. I'm not a religious person at all. I'm actually very agnostic. I don't disregard or disrespect anyone who has beliefs or faith. I know it's a very comforting thing. I haven't found it for myself. And it's just, I believe that when we pass on, we do leave a piece of ourselves behind, be it energy, be it a presence, be it whatever it is. But there are things out there that can't be explained, and the paranormal is one of them. But as I was saying, this is more of a PSA announcement. Whatever you do, don't screw or fuck around with Ouija boards. I can't be any more serious than that. They're not a toy. I know they're sold as toys, but they realistically are not a toy. And whatever possesses people to use them is, by all means, go for it. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but why would you wish that on yourself? I don't understand. And it doesn't make sense to me as a person. Again, that's just from what I've experienced. Anyone that knows me when I lived in Kingston knew that I dealt with a lot of very weird, unexplained stuff that happened at my apartment. And then those who know me from St. Catharines will attest to that as well. They know what I went through when I lived downtown, and again, it's unexplainable. I have no explanation for it other than it being paranormal. But then again, other than that, that's like I said, this is a review. This isn't a recap on Handsome Dave's life here. So yes, I know that this video is more of a horror movie and it should have probably been done in October, but again, I was busy, so I finally got around to seeing it November 1st. It was good though. I would recommend seeing it. Again, it is a different kind of horror movie. It's definitely worth a look-see. So yeah, have a handsome day, guys, and I apologize for the lack of costume again.